Capricorn, hope you're well. So this is going to be your reading for July 2024. And before I start, just to say, if you wanted to book a reading or a Skype session, you can find out how to do that on my website, and the website link is in the description box below. Right, Capricorn. Okay, so first of all they showed me the Lover's card, which is about divine love and inspiration. And then they showed me what looks like the Minotaur, like the mythological bull, who lives in a maze underground, I believe. And he's got huge muscles. They're showing him with huge muscles. Kind of looks like the Hulk with the head of the Minotaur, and which is a bull's head. So we've got something rearing its head, and it's coming from underneath. It's representative of ego, but it's to do with divine love. So it's a masculine energy that is coming up. So in terms of that, they're also showing me the Page of Swords. So that's about messages, texting, short messages. You might find yourself texting back and forth with your masculine in some cases. There is ego involving this. I feel this reading is really for someone who's in the earlier stages of twin flame process, both masculine and feminine, because it feels like there's a lot being said, and it's coming from the more from lower consciousness and higher consciousness. They're also showing me Six of Pentacles, which is someone reaching out. It just feels like very youthful energy as well, like young people. So maybe it's going to be turning you to like a youthful state or something, this texting back and forth. I feel a lot of excitement and a lot of like in a rush, like being in a rush to like say something, that kind of youthful, like, oh, like another text and another text and another text, because it's so like happy. So that's all they're saying. They're not making a judgment on it at all. There's no judgment call. We've got dark to light. In fact, it's like rapid fire, they're saying, and it's turning dark to light. So it might be that you are actually in some way unraveling something through communication this month. If it's not with your twin, then maybe it's in some other way with somebody else that is a representative of your twin. So the masculine can come up through masculine energy that your twin is, can come up through other masculines that are around you or get in touch with you to help you, assist you move through your process. So it may be somebody else, and it may be masculine. So maybe you're going to be relieving some kind of conundrum around something that is maybe a family thing. So it could be a sibling, it could be like a nephew or a niece, anyone you're related to, but I'm getting that youthful energy, which is why I'm picking up it's more like sibling or nephew or niece or a child. I feel further removed, really feel further removed than so close to you. It's like someone you were connected to in childhood that was also a child in childhood, or somebody that's a child for you but not your own child, niece or nephew, right? And it's something like you are relieving some kind of conundrum, family dynamic, or just finding out about someone, getting to know someone. We've got the Two of Cups coming out as well, so it's about twin flame process, and it's about that like face to face, like how you talking to somebody and engaging with them, and it's very highly ordained. It's for a reason. I feel like for a lot of you, it's not your twin flame, it is this other person that's coming around and coming into your environment for you to play something out. So in terms of this, it's playing out the ego. So you might be being asked to like let go a lot inside yourself. Of maybe you feel like in these communications something rising up, and it's like you're trying to like state your case or explain yourself or make yourself clear, and you want to portray yourself. It's like this is what you know how somebody sees you. It's like you want them to see you for who you are, and this is dark to light, right? So it's like you want them to see you in the best possible way. So this is why it's like a rapid fire of communication. It's like you want to make sure that you're expressing yourself and they're correctly in terms of how they're going to perceive you or something like that. So that's what I've got coming up. Strength, masculine and feminine. So an encounter with the masculine, basically. Masculine and feminine energies encountering themselves. So again, it can come up through anyone that you're connected to that is representative of the masculine energy. Let's have a look. 2 people. So that states simply 2 people. 10 of Wands to end something energetically. So it's going to happen, come about so that you can end something inside of yourself. Some fear, self-recrimination, self-doubt. You know, how this goes is going to be different for everyone that engages with it. You know, some of you might connect with something that, you know, you're like, oh, I want this to go on. It feels really good. And this is definitely for me. And in terms of having that person back in your life, because it's someone coming out of the blue, I get. For some of you, you will come to the end of it and you'll be like, well, I definitely don't want them in my life. I know I'm clear about that now. So there's a lot of clarity coming for it, and it's an ending in some way. I feel in most cases it's going to be the person comes in for this lesson for you to find yourself, and then they're going to leave, and you're not going to be in any way disrupted in your life by them coming and going. So they're just coming in for this, and then they're going to go again, and you're going to know that, and it's going to be all right. It's letting go of a lot of fear around somebody leaving, judgment, destiny. So some people, right, you're not meant to have in your life for very long, or for however. Some people are meant to be in your life just for as long as they're meant to be in your life, right? And then they go out, and they go out for a reason. Some people come back in, and they're meant to come back in. Some people come back in and are still not meant to be around for very long. They're going to go out again. And you'll never see that or hear from them again, but it's an all right thing. It feels all right. Someone else is going to come back in. They're going to be around for good. Your twin flame comes back in and they're around for good. When they finally come back in, when all is cleared and done, they come back in for good. Meanwhile, other people are going to come back in, but they're not going to come back in for good. So this is one of the people that's not going to come back in for good. It's coming back in to show you that you can let go of people and it doesn't feel bad, right? They're saying state your case. So they come back in so you can say who you are. I don't know why, just so it's cleared so you're cleared of feeling like you need to say who you are maybe when your twin comes in. Because when your twin comes in, there's none of that like egoic like back and forth. Because they just know who you are, because they're you and you're them. So you both know who you are and who each other is. You don't need to state your case. You don't need to say, are you listening to me? Can you hear me? You don't see who I am, right? There's none of that with your twin, because they clearly see who you are and you clearly see who they are, because you are clearly the same person, just split into 2 physical bodies. Pain, 3 of Swords, created through pain. So whatever it is that's coming in, there's going to be some pain, some doubt, some fear, some worry. It's going to maybe bring up your old issues, your old triggers. Maybe you've got a fear of abandonment. Maybe they leave. Maybe your first trigger is that old feeling coming up of how it feels to be for someone to ghost you, for example, just disappear. But you're going to heal that feeling through this. For some of you, like we say, it could be your actual twin and they ghost you again. Right, and you heal it through that. But I feel for most of you it's going to be somebody else, and you just heal this fear of, you know, someone disappearing and you never hear from them again, and you're going to be like, oh well, I didn't really want them in my life anyway. They're not right for me. They're not right to be in my life. And because you heal that, you're more ready for your twin to come in, because that feeling was also there when your twin ghosted you, whenever that was, and just let go and disappeared. So you're going to know that you're free of that for when they come back. So either way it goes, which of course it's not going to go that way, but you won't have that fear of it going that way, right? 6 of Cups reunion. So it's about twin flame reunions to get you ready for that. The ultimate physical reunion where they come in for good, because it's here, judgment destined. And it's an ending inside of you. It's turning dark to light. So it's freeing you from freeing you from something energetically, where you used to feel fear about somebody going away and not coming back. It could stem from, like this, at the beginning it's like childhood. So maybe somebody left in your childhood. Could be your mother, your father. Could be got separated from your family, something like that. And it's healing a feeling around that. Could be one of your siblings comes back to replay that energy with you, because maybe your parents died and your siblings are alive, and one of them comes back in to take the place of that family connection where the parent that died, that you feel all right, that the sibling goes away and you're freed of it, of that abandonment that you felt from an early age. Could be that then you're ready for your twin. You're more ready for your twin. And there, Five of Cups, something that disappeared where you still feel love about it. That's what it is, right? So you've got somebody coming back, someone you felt love for, someone connected to the feeling of love that you felt, not just for anything that you ever felt love for, right? Anyone, it could be a pet dog, could be a pet cat, anyone you ever felt love for, where you felt a loss. You've got someone coming back to heal that loss. It won't, everything's in increments. Because your twin flame, of course, you lose when you go into separation. And that loss is healed incrementally by whatever goes on whilst you're in separation, until they come back and it's healed completely. Right, so it just gets less and less and less and less, the feeling of loss and the feeling of abandonment, until they come back in, and then you're never going to feel it again, because there's nothing to lose once they come back in, because you've healed of it anyway, and they're there. So what else is there to lose? No one, because everyone else will have gone by then anyway. So this is someone else coming back in for that healing, right? But it's healing through pain. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. And they're saying you're well up to the work of this, right? So everything is healed through pain. You can't heal unless you feel. So if you don't feel, you don't heal. You just go into denial and you shove it all under the carpet, and at some point you've got to get it out and look at it. So this is just something coming up to be reflected back at you for healing, for your reunion. So it's going to be fine. Just go with it. Lots of love. Take care. See you in the next one.